Hello my angels, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Janae. Hit that subscribe button so you could be a part of the Amorne family. Once you do, you become an Amore angel. Duh! Okay y'all, so we're gonna get into a story time. I know that y'all probably like,
girl, like, it's holiday season. We're supposed to be in a cheerful mood.
I get it, but this did happen to me on December 22nd of 2021. This is my real life, so I'm sorry that I'm posting this at a time where it should be cheerful, but this is when it happened to me, so this is when I'm giving it to y'all, okay? Let's jump into this story time because she still has a toll on my life. I still suffer from the effects of this crazy car crash, and I didn't even handle it properly because I didn't know to. Okay, so yes, on December 22nd of 2021, I was headed back home to Philadelphia from college. Now, if you don't know, I went to school at Virginia State University from 2019 to 2023. So, big grad, but yeah, 2021, my baby was taken from me on my way home from school. Now, in hindsight, I took a detour. I wasn't even supposed to be in the town that this happened in when it happened. So I gotta give y'all like the whole back to the future tease, okay? So I got my car. Her name was Janice. She was a white Nissan Altima. Look at her, she's so pretty. That was my first car. My dad got it for me from my grandmother because she had that car since like 2006, and it only had like 30 or 40,000 miles on it, yo. My grandma do not drive, okay? She's a certified passenger princess. If she's not going to work, then she's probably not driving, okay? So he bought it from her. She gave it to me. I love Janice. Like, we did homecoming together. I used to have Janice on the roads, okay? I had the car for 6 months, probably put like 20, 30,000 miles on it. When I tell y'all I was road running, get money. I don't know the song, but yes, that was me. I was road running with Janice. So I was talking to this boy, and me and him was on and off. I'm gonna call the boy Michael. I don't know why I want to call him Michael, but his name is gonna be Michael. Okay. Earlier I said, what did I say earlier? Michael. If you hear me say Mike or Michael, I'm talking about this boy. And I actually have story times for him. I have like 2 or 3 story times for him, okay? I was going to see Michael. He lived in Charlottesville. Now, from Virginia State University to Charlottesville, it's like 2-some hours, and then I would have had to drive 2 hours to Philadelphia from there. So it wasn't like that off course for me, but I definitely made a detour to go see him. Because me and Michael, we was on and off for a little minute. It was like, you know, let's go on a little date before you go home, see you. And we went to this little burger place that was like on this main road, the road that I got hit on. I got hit on the Seminole Trail. I don't know what was going on. But, so yeah, me and him went out. We got burgers, we got food. It was good. I get back in the car. He wished me, you know, well on my trip. And I get to going. Now, I was on the phone with my friend. I had literally turned out of the restaurant. I turned out this restaurant and I go to turn. I'm going straight. So the restaurant's here. I turn out onto the main road, stop at a light. Okay, go. The next light turns red. Okay, so I'm on the phone with Murph. Y'all know Murph. Murph was in a lot of my vlogs. So if you don't know Murph, go see who Murph is. But yes, I'm on the phone with Murph. We FaceTime and I'm telling her about how I was just with Michael. And like, you know, me and Michael been on and off for a little minute. So I was excited to see him. Because let me tell you about Michael. Because Michael was a prominent character in this story. So Michael, he was a year under than me. We're both Taurus. I think his birthday is like May 12th. My birthday is May 17th. I've dated so many Taurus men. It don't make no sense. I need to chill out. Because I'm always talking to a Taurus. Like, I'm always talking to a Taurus. Whether it's an April Taurus or a May Taurus. But this man was a May Taurus. The boy that I told y'all in my toxic college love story, I forget what I called it, but my toxic college love triangle situation, he was a Taurus as well. So I turn off, I'm on the phone with Murph, I'm sitting at the red light. So y'all, I'm sitting at a red light. So it's no way this could possibly be my fault. I'm on the phone with her, and next thing you know, boom! This car, y'all, I'm sitting at the light. Thank God I had my seatbelt on. Like, I must have, when I got in the car to leave, I must have did everything I needed to do. Because sometimes I'll, you know, click my seatbelt while I'm driving. But this time, y'all, my seatbelt was on. I was ready. That car hit me like he was going full speed. So I'm a stopped car. He just ran me right through the light. I go right through the light. I probably go up like 20 feet, y'all. Like no cap. My car literally. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like my back window is bust out, my truck is smashed in. I'm still on the phone with Murph, but my phone done flew back because I got hit forward, so everything from the front went back. I'm like, oh my God, like, oh my God, somebody just hit my car. And y'all, to know me is to know, like, I loved that car. Like, me and Janice was, is this turned? See, it's always something. It's always something. Me and Janice was locked in. Like, that was my baby. I remember when I got that car, we had my car at the cookouts. I got them doing donuts in my car in the parking lot. I'm hanging out the window. Like, I had a ball with this car. Like, I had a ball with this car. She was really my baby. And I pull up to wherever, whenever, whatever. It don't even matter. I remember my homecoming vlog on my channel. My school would like block off the, I'm going sidetrack. My school would block off, like, the parking for homecoming. I used to drive on curbs. Me and Janice was real trench thugging, okay? She was decorated. But y'all, so he hit me. I go up. I instantly start freaking out because I'm like, yo, my car. Like, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm cool. I ain't expect myself. But I'm like, my car. So I find my phone. Murph is like, oh my God, what happened? I'm like, Murph, my God. And she's like, oh my gosh. So I call my mom. I'm like, Murph, I'll call you back. I call my mom and she's like, what? Oh, blocka. She called my dad. I'm like, ah. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, I'm good though. Mind y'all. There was a car that was right next to me when I got hit, right? A regular car. So the car pull up in front of me, he get out. Why was it an off-duty police officer? Like, so it's really crazy how this lined up in my favor. And by the end of this, y'all might call me dumb. But I only did what I knew to do. So I just be screaming because I could have been a man. But it's okay. It is okay. It is fine. We are good, okay? So the off-duty police officer come and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, just stay in the car. Call your people. I'm calling cops so they can come to the accident. But just, now mind you, I wasn't like doing it when the accident happened. No, I wasn't. Thank God. I was fully aware of what was going on, okay? I was cool. I was thugging. I was cool. I ain't never gotten into no accident after that. I've only ever been pulled over one time in my life. Like, I'm a good driver. I might drive a little, but I don't never drive too crazy. I'm real quick I'm quick with the hands. I'm quick with the swivels. I pay attention. I can't see y'all, so I need y'all to not act crazy. I pay attention to everything that's going on the road. So if it's me here with a car, just know it's not coming from me because I'm a good driver. My mom was like, get in the ambulance, because I'm like, I'm fine. She's like,
No, get in the ambulance. Never not get in the ambulance.
so the ambulance did get there pretty fast. Like, there was a hospital like maybe 5-10 minutes away, so they got there pretty fast. But the man who hit me, so when he hit me, he like hit me right head on from the back, and he like reared off and hit the railing on the side of the road, because this is like a main, not interstate, but I don't know the difference between a highway and interstate, the byway, I don't know, but it was like one of those 4-lane streets that verge off into the main highway part. So he like runs off into the railings. Now he doesn't probably hit his face on the steering wheel, but he comes to me. Like, within me screaming, I want to say that man got out his car within like 2 minutes and was like at my window like, you okay? Are you okay? His face is gushing blood. Like, it was gushing. So I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm fine. Are you okay? So I'm so nice, y'all. I'm such a nice, kind-hearted person. Like, for me to be mean and to be like bitchy, like, if I'm being mean or bitchy, I'm doing it on purpose. Like, some people do take me being like, I do have a resting bitch face. Like, I do sometimes be like, but I'm very kind-hearted. Like, my first thought is normally to be like nice and kind. And so when he came to my window, like, I go in my glove compartment and get him some like wipes because his face is, oh, His first thought was to come check on me, but he was messed up. Now that's the protection of God that I do have over me. I have so many story times for y'all. Like I done got in the car with a stranger who ended up being a convicted murderer and alcoholic. I done did a lot of stuff, y'all, in my life, and the God protection that I have is that I never come out too bad. Like I never come out too messed up from these situations. I usually come out, pretty cool on like the high end. The ambulance comes, I get in the ambulance, I'm on the phone with my mom. I done called my mom, talk to my dad at this point, and talk to my goddads, because they're all just like trying to calm me down. Cause I'm just, like screaming, crying, like my car, like I did not want to be without my car, because one of my main plans for winter break was I was going to Instacart like the whole time. Instacart, what's the other one? GoPuff. Like I was trying to make me some money. So like when I didn't have my car, it was like I had stuff to do. Like I had stuff to do. I need my car. Like I need my car. I was just distraught. But yeah, y'all, they take me to the hospital. I'm in the hospital for like 2 hours. Like the man, I'm telling him like, my back is a little tender. It wasn't nothing too crazy. But when it comes to stuff like that, y'all, and this is my advice to y'all, like if you gotta drag it out, because I didn't start getting, like I have back problems now. When it first happened, I didn't really feel much because like I'm still in that shock state. Like it didn't really get a chance to like settle in my muscles for real. I have back problems now. My back is always tender. Like I be having to go to the chiropractor and stuff like that. But when it happened, it wasn't much. So I'm just like, I feel a little something, but I don't feel a lot. The doctor who, they know that stuff like this takes a little minute to progress. He like, all right, you should be cool then. We just give you a little 1-2. I ain't get no medicine or nothing like that, but like, give you a little 1-2. Here go your papers. I'm like, y'all, like I'm 2 hours from home. My car is totaled. I gotta go get the car because they took it to somebody's shop. I gotta make an insurance claim. I gotta talk to the people about what happened. Like I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, if I never came here to see this boy, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. But since I did go there to see that boy, it happened. Now, back to Michael. Michael was very sweet around this time. Like, he was cool. He was nice. I'm gonna say he was very sweet because I'm giving him too much props. Charlottesville is a small town. He didn't live in the city part though. Like apparently there's like a city part, I guess like where the colleges are. Michael lived in the woods. Like he was a backwoods type of, my granddaddy owned all this land and he gifted the aunties and uncles acres of this land, and this whole thing is ours. Backwoods country boy. City girls love country boys. I'm not gonna lie, I am guilty of this problem. Or southern. No, you gotta be country, but southern. Yeah, so I called Michael. I'm like, Michael, like, you would not believe what happened. My freaking car got hit, and this white man hit me, and like, I'm just like, what am I? My family is on their way, but like, they won't be able to come till tomorrow. My mom did, she ended up getting me a hotel. Now, I will say, my dad should have been like the first one to be like, oh, you need money? Like, I'll send you money for this, like, let me know, But he was really just on something like, you're gonna be good, we're gonna figure this out, we're gonna get you home for the holidays, like, you're gonna be fine. But I feel like he should have been quicker to be offering up financial assistance, because they was looking at me to pay for this stuff. And then mind you, I had a credit card so that I could have paid for it, but like, I couldn't pay for it. I just told y'all I was trying to Instacart and GoPuff. Like, I couldn't pay for it. So my mom ended up booking me a hotel. I wasn't even 21, I was 20. But they explained the circumstance and they, let us do what we had to do. But until then, like Michael, he did come back to get me from the hotel. Now, Michael was supposed to go to a high school basketball game. And this is kind of where he was being an asshole a little bit, because he was like, oh, do you want to go to the game with me? Why would I want to go to your high school basketball game? I just got into a freaking accident and lost my car. Why would I want to do that? Like, and I get that you was hyped to go to this high school basketball game, but, like, be a good man. Be a good man. Like, which he ended up ultimately being a good man, because I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. So he took me to Walmart because I didn't have any clothes. Like, when I got out the car to go to the hospital, I didn't, let me grab my suitcase and my, No. Everything in that car was in that car, and that's what was in that car. I didn't have anything. And I was on my period, y'all. I was on my period. He took me to Walmart to get like some night clothes, some underwear. We went to Dollar Tree to get like, you know, me some soaps and hygiene stuff. And then we went to get some food. He took me to his grandma's house. I believe it was his grandma's house. Yeah, he took me to his grandma's house. Once we kind of got everything sorted out, it was like hours later, because it was a lot going on with the insurance people and so I stayed at his house probably till like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock or whatever, something like that. It was just me and him at the house. I'm at his grandma's house. It was like, you know how they be living in them like houses where it's like you look on the map and there's not nothing over there, like it's just woods, but it'd be a house back there. They lived in one of those houses, so like he took me in the woods, showed me their guns, and he let me shoot a can. I think I did shoot a can because I used to shoot guns with my granddad. So, but we live in the city, so like we used to shoot like cans in the house or like just different stuff around the house. I'm over there like he being nice, he being sweet. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you saved me, and I just want to repay you so bad. I was just like looking at him with the googly eyes because I'm like, you really came to my rescue, like, and you ditched your little basketball game to come to my rescue and just be nice to me and sweet to me, like. So I'm just like loving on him or whatever. And then he ended up spending the night with me at the hotel until my peoples came. That's why they couldn't come that day. Like, since they figured out the stuff with the hotel, it was like, we'll just get on the road early in the morning. We just spent our time together, ate our snacks, watched our TV, and just, like, he just really, like, you know, made me feel nice for that moment. But not really, though, because he was kind of being a little rude. He was kind of being a little rude and a little mean. Like, after the initial me being at his grandma's house and us spending that time there, I feel like that next day, like, of waiting for my peoples to come, he was just being real, like, standoffish, like, not as, like, you know, catering to or nice and like soft, being that I just went through this. He was being more on his normal type of time, and where it's like kind of selfish and thinking about himself first and his emotions, and not like, oh, what just happened and how he can, you know. Because after that, all that happened, I didn't hear from him for like 3 days. I didn't hear from him for like 3 days. And I was just like, we talked that whole semester. So like we talked that whole semester, but we was kind of like on and off a little bit from that. But yeah, like, so it was like, boys are so weird and so stupid. Keep going forward. When I was in the hotel, like literally, I had to call the insurance people, of course, like, you know, because they kept, once you file a claim, they might call you back to get more information. Then it's like me and my mom, because I'm underage, like, so it's like, you know, it's just a lot of ping pong. So the next day they called me when they like, you know, go over all of the stuff, connect with the guy's insurance and blah, 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 blah. And they're like,
oh, we sent you a contract. You know, we want to give you the value of your car, and we want to give you $1,000 for your bag. And then we will cover medical expenses up until like $120,000.
So, but my dad got my car from my grandma's for $5,000. They gave me $7,000 for my car, and then like I was supposed to like list off anything that was like damaged in my car. So like my laptop had got messed up, but I did not itemize everything the way that I should have, though, y'all, because I had just went and bought like all these candles, which were not in the car. They were not in the car. So I always be thinking like, did I think I had them candles and I didn't? Or did somebody take them candles out the car? Because I had a bunch of candles in the car from like the Bath and Body Works sale. You know, my luggage was got like crunched up in there. I had a tripod in there that got crunched up. So I think I listed my computer, my tripod, and my luggage. But I didn't list the candles, and I'm sure it was other stuff that I ended up just leaving because it was just like, just a lot going on. Which I could have listed as well. So altogether, they gave me like in cash to my hand, $7,000 for the car, $1,000 for the laptop. The tripod was probably like $50. Luggage was probably like $75. Like, so add that up. That's how much they gave me in cash, right? Which was cool. I got all that money within like a month. So I'm feeling like everything worked out cool. Now here is where they got me, right? Here's where they got me. Because if you get into an accident like that, where it's not your fault, and okay, now also, see y'all, there's so many parts to this. I gotta flow through. I don't know how long this story time is gonna be, but it's gonna be long. So they gave me that cold hard cash, but in my contract, right, they gave me 180 days, I believe, to use the medical money, right? So that's about 6 months. I didn't see that. I was 20. Somebody should have told me to send them that contract, i.e. my parents. But we was all on the same wavelength. Like, okay, they came back with that money quick, but if you get into an accident or something like that happen, and the insurance company come back with money like that, that means that you are more than likely going to win that case if you was to take them to court, and you would get way, way more. So they're trying to like put you in this corner where it's like, cause like when I tell you that man on the phone was so rude and nasty. Whoever the insurance guy was, like he was really like his language, his verbatim, the way that he did the conversation was really on some like, you got 24 hours to sign this or we're not giving you nothing. Like, yeah, you can look over it, you can take your time, but we already put this money in your face, so either take it or I don't know what you want to get from here on. Like, I don't know what you want to get from here. So I'm looking over it. Like, it sounds good. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, no rush. I mean, no need to dwell. But there was need to dwell. And I didn't dwell. Fast forward, it's time for us to leave. We go to the police station to get the police report because, you need all of this stuff to go on with your claim and all of that. So we go to the police station. Come to find out, y'all, the man was drunk. So let's stack that on everything else. I'm at a red light. I get hit at a red light, so I'm still. So it can't be my fault. My car is totaled. My things are trashed. My back is messed up. I could be going through mental problems because of this, which I do have anxiety now. When I'm in a car with somebody or when I'm driving, like, I be glued to that back mirror because, y'all, I seen him coming. I seen him in my rearview mirror coming. I thought he was gonna stop. So I be watching them cars behind me hard. Before I let somebody hit me, I'm going to swerve into like the little grass or something. Throughout the time after that, for that next semester, really, cause I only had 6 months. Yeah, so I would do physical therapy every week during that semester of 2022. The first half of 2022, I did that. And then come June, I didn't know. So like when they had sent us back home for that school year, I tried to sign up for a chiropractor. What is it called? I signed up to go to a chiropractor, okay? This could have been covered by my medical stuff. It wasn't covered by my insurance, but it would have been covered with the money from the people. Because it wasn't emphasized to me that 6 months, which is my fault because I should have read through and through. When I tell y'all I signed up for physical therapy, that's what it's called. No, not physical therapy. I signed up for my chiropractic appointment the day after it went off, which is how I found out that it went off. And then you know what else I found out after it went off? And they had called me and was like, oh, they said it's not active. I called the insurance people. They told me why. What also happened was that the person who was over my case stopped working there. So I didn't have, and I don't know if they reach out to you or stuff like that. I heard they don't. But if there was somebody who I could have been speaking to about certain things, there wasn't, because nobody was over my case at this point. They had somebody new over my case, and they didn't know what the hell happened. So I was screwed on that part. But circling back to the car, like now I don't have a car. What am I to do? So that whole break, I was just in the crib, couldn't Instacart, couldn't DoorDash because everybody need their cars, and I just started driving, sort of kinda. So like, nobody was letting me take their new cars. But me being in a rush, and this is why you need to slow down. This could have been a big, big blessing for me. But I was moving too fast. And so I was looking for a car. I told you it took me a month to get that check. The $7,000 for the car, and then plus the extra money, they just put that in my account. The money that was like for like the itemized items, they just put that in my account. The $7,000 for the car, I got that check. I'm on Facebook Marketplace trying to find a car, cause I didn't want a car note, y'all. I didn't have a car note for my car. I didn't want a car note for another car. But the only thing is that car was so cheap because I got it from a family member, and it was not well loved. It was so taken care of because it was my grandmother's car. Like, even though she had it since 2020, since 2006, I was only 5 when she got it. The car was well loved. The car was well loved and taken care of, so there was no damage with it. So for me to get that car of that caliber for that price, I couldn't find that nowhere else. So I find a car on Facebook Marketplace, and it was this one car. It was black. It was good. We sent people to go inspect it. It was cool because my dad had a mechanic friend. Everything was good. It was a boy car, in my opinion. Some cars look a little manly. Some cars look a little feminine. It's not that deep. Don't cancel me. But like my little white Nissan Altima was a girl car. She was a girly car. Like if you see that car, you probably think a girl's driving it. This car was a boy car. I don't remember what type of car it was, but it was a boy car. But I was cool with it. I was like, I'm gonna make. She might be boy on the outside, but when you see a baddie pop out, you look on the inside to the sparkly inside little accessories and the fur in the wintertime. You gonna know it's a girl car. It's okay. Probably would have called her Steel or something. I don't know. I was hyped about this car. It was in my budget. But my mom she waited a day too late to go cash the check, and the man sold the car. The man sold the car, and I was so mad because I'm like, why would you sell the car? I done told you I'm coming, but people be on BS, and when you try to get your money, you gonna go who got the money for you in your hand right now. So I get it. I was understanding. It was cool. Yeah, I was irked. And I was sad. And I was irritated. So I found another car. I found a red Kia. She was like 2014. I went to go see her with my stepdad. We went to go meet up with this man. He was like a Mexican man. We test drove her. She was cool. I didn't notice anything. I don't know about cars though. My stepdad talked to him like, we did like a little warranty, but a warranty with a person with no paperwork is stupid. We didn't ask him to write it down or nothing like that. We just, you good, we good. No, nobody's ever, we good, you good. Everybody trying to get a quick little runaround for everybody. All I know was I had to be back at school in like a couple days. And I would have had to buy a train ticket, which would have been expensive, but I would have still had the rest of that money. So I should have just bought the train ticket and called it a day, because you don't need a car to be on campus. I ended up not having a car for my junior or my senior year. I had a car for a year, and I had a new car for 3 months, and then she broke down. But I will tell y'all about all the problems that I got from this red car and how I spent $7,000 on a car that literally could have killed me. Almost killed my mom and my sister. Yes, it did. It did do that. It did almost kill them. I will tell y'all that at a later time. Because this story was about how the accident happened, all that I had to go through on the back end of that with the money and the insurance and that boy, okay? So yes, if y'all like this story time, let me know. Let me know what y'all would have did. I know people love, if I was y'all would have did this, that's fine and dandy, but you're not me. But I would still love to know what y'all would have did. If somebody told me this story right now, I would be like, I would have sued them. I would have been like, bump that money. If somebody said, I got about 10 bands for you right now, sign this contract, you can get a new car with that 10 bands. That's basically how much it came up to y'all, for real. Then you would have signed that contract too, okay? Especially if you ain't had nobody to tell you, maybe you shouldn't do this, right? So yes, thank y'all for tuning in for the story time. Stay tuned for the other details about that little stupid ugly Kia, that little stupid ugly cherry red Kia. I'm just happy the Kia boys didn't get me. Like, stay tuned for that. I'll tell y'all that story time another day, another time. Until next time, I'm gonna see y'all later. More out.